What's up, ladies? My name is Caitlin Hogan. I am the new strength and conditioning coach for the 16 and 19 teams for the Lady Ducks. I just wanted to kind of introduce myself. I know I was supposed to be out there with you guys this weekend, training you, getting you guys started in your off-ice training. But unfortunately, with COVID, we kind of had to put that aside and wait a little bit longer. A little bit of background information. I am a strength and conditioning coach currently located in Long Beach. I own 2 different fitness facilities in Long Beach where we focus on human performance, athlete development, and then just general training for your everyday mom and pop. I've been doing that now for the last 18 years of my life, really focusing on not only making athletes move better, but also making them stronger for whatever the sport. My specialty is ice hockey because I myself grew up in Minnesota playing the sport. I started skating when I was 2 years old. I started playing hockey at age 4. Developed very quickly as a player. I was a center in my time. I ended up going to a Division I school. I went to St. Cloud State, played there for 4 years, and ended my time there as the all-time point scorer in school history, which I still hold that record till today. My strength and conditioning pursuits, I started training when I was 14 years old, once I had my mindset on being an ice hockey player. I really wanted to play collegiate hockey, and I knew that since I'm only 5'1", pushing 5'1", I'm probably closer to 5 feet, I knew that I had to be one of the strongest players on the ice to make a big impact at the higher level. So I started strength and conditioning training. I started running hill sprints in my parents' backyard. I'd strap on a weight vest, run up and down the hill, so much so that I kind of ground a big track all the way up and down the hill that's still there till this day, which my dad is not very happy at me for. But anyway, I started doing that. I would do that on my spare time. I also started strength training with the boys football team at my high school because I knew I had to be strong, and the discomfort of me going into the weight room, being with those teams, being with those boys, my pursuits and my goals outled that discomfort. So instead of being uncomfortable, instead of letting that vulnerability show, I just decided to say, screw it, and go into the weight room, train, and get as strong as I possibly could. By the time I went into college, I was one of the strongest athletes in our preseason testing as a freshman. I started playing right away. I was on our first line immediately. I made an immediate impact only because I was strong enough to play at that higher level. So even though my size, height-wise, didn't stack up to the players that I played against, it really showed with my strength. So after that, after leading with after ending my collegiate career, I played on the national team for 3 different tournaments. I went to Vancouver with the team prior to the 2010 Olympics, and I was one of the last 2 athletes cut from the team. So being a little heartbroken, I went back to my last year as an athlete at St. Cloud State, finished extremely strong, and then decided to pack up my car and move out to California because that winter in Minnesota started getting a little too cold for my liking. So I moved out to California, and one of the first things I did was reach out to the Lady Ducks organization since I played them when I was 15 years old at the national championships. So I reached out to Kathy. I started coaching. I started with the 14 and under team. I took those girls all the way through their 19 and under year, led all of them off to college, almost all of them off to college. And around the year of 2015, I kind of retired as an ice hockey coach because I was pursuing my own pursuits on the USA Olympic weightlifting team. Starting in 2015 and running until this day, I've been on 3 world championship teams. I've taken 2 silver medals at 5 different Pan Am championships. I was a 6-time national championship Olympic weightlifter in the 53 kilo weight class and the 55 kilo weight class. For those that don't know what Olympic lifting is, we train in 2 different lifts. It's the snatch, so taking a barbell from the floor all the way overhead, and the clean and jerk, taking the barbell from the floor up to the shoulders and then overhead. If you were to watch weightlifting in the Olympics, that is what you would see. having no previous knowledge what Olympic lifting was or the sport of Olympic lifting. In college, I kind of confused Olympic weightlifting with bodybuilding. I thought I was going to get massive. I thought I was going to get all huge and bulky and have huge muscles. But contrary to that, I actually am the leanest, the strongest, the most mobile I've been in my entire life. I currently hold the total, so that's adding your snatch and clean and jerk record in the USA for the 53 kilo weight class. And I am currently training for the 2021 Olympics. Having COVID kind of throw off our 2020 pursuits, we all had to start from ground zero, and now we're working ourselves back up for July 2021.
Beautiful clean. She's got it.
Wow.
She's got it. What a lift.
Well done. Caitlin Hogan, well done.
What a
Really
great
nice lift.
Great.
That is great. So, new American record total for her. Puts her in 4th place in the clean and jerk, 7th place overall for the time being, but more importantly, comes back from a 1 for 3 snatch day to do
that kind of takes me all the way from age 2 till now. Now I'm back working with the Lady Ducks organization. One of the things that I want to make sure that I'm doing for all of you guys is giving you the best opportunity to get as strong as possible, to increase your guys' stamina as much as we possibly can, to make sure that your endurance is going to outlast the strongest teams when you guys go on those tournaments out east and to Canada. And the other biggest benefit that I really want to focus on is ensuring that you guys have as much range of motion as you possibly can have, to ensure that your stride length is longer than everyone else's, to ensure that it's more powerful than everyone else, and to make sure that every single thing that you guys do off ice supplements everything that you do on ice with your coaches. So yes, I want you guys giving everything you have on ice, making sure that you focus on your systems, but that is only a very small portion of what training should look like. You guys should also be training as hard as you possibly can off the ice. I'm here to make sure that you guys are not going to overtrain. I'm not just beating you into the ground every single day, but I'm making you guys stronger and more resilient athletes. This weekend, I'm going to take you guys through 8 different tests. So I'm going to take you through these tests to make sure that your upper body, your lower body, your one-legged strength, your core stability is where I want it to be. And the only way that we can figure that out is if we test it now and then test it later on. Because otherwise, if we just test it now, we don't see where you're at after our training, we have no idea what we've done. So I want you pushing your hardest in these 8 different tests. I don't care when you do them. You can do some of them tomorrow on Saturday. You can do some of them on Sunday. You can even do some of them throughout next week. I really don't mind how long they take you to get done. But what I do want you making sure is that you don't do test number 4 and test number 8 in the same day. Those are more of an endurance-based tests, so I'd prefer you to kind of separate those out and have those done on different days. Cheating, right? So since I'm not there, I cannot tell if you guys are doing these tests right. Just have the best intentions that you possibly can. I'm not going to give you a pass or fail. I'm not going to tell your coach that you guys are slacking in a different area. I'm just using the information that you guys give me to better shape your guys' programming to ensure that we as a team, because I'm on your team now too, is going to be as strong as we possibly can be. I'm not going to take you through these tests. I'll show you what I'm looking for. I'll show you exactly what I want you guys to do. You just kind of mimic me, do whatever you can to do as well as you can in these tests. And then you're going to fill out a spreadsheet. I know it's boring, but I need to know what this information is. You're going to fill out a spreadsheet with your guys' scores so we can see where we need to clean up and we can see where your guys' strengths are. So do your best in these tests. I'm super excited to meet all of you guys in person. And that way you don't have to stare at a computer screen because I know you're already doing that enough for school. So without further ado, let's get after this shit. I'll see you guys at the gym. Let's go.